Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Coffee with Khalipa, short format podcast. We dive into something I'm thinking about this upcoming week. Topic conversation, something that's on my mind today is thinking in years and not days. And the inspiration for this really came from my kids. So the other day, my family, I didn't get a chance to go with them, but they had the opportunity to go to a Williams-Sonoma test kitchen. And so they happened to know the chef there. And so they went up to the city, San Francisco, and they went to his place, Williams-Sonoma. A lot of you have heard of this. It's a giant retailer. And they happen to be in the test kitchen, which is like it's like a restaurant where they test different concepts, different things. And when my son came back, I said, "Oh, what was the most like kind of inspiring thing, or what was the most unique thing you weren't expecting?" He goes, "Well, they took us around the store and they took us behind the scenes, and it was fascinating to me how they're thinking about next year or the year after, in regards to what will be put out then, and not like next week, next month." Meaning that they already have next week, next month, 6 months, even within a year. It's already been pre-planned years before. They're thinking about 2 to 3 years from now and what retail are going to be dropping at that particular time. And when it was just really interesting that out of all things my son could have picked up on, it was the fact that from a retail perspective, they're thinking so far out. And it got me reminding myself of, what am I thinking about at our business? Am I thinking about an hour from now, a day from now, a week from now? Or am I thinking years out and then backing up into what we want to do today? And I think, an area of improvement that I could say for myself is that when you start a company, dude, you're just trying to, you just keeping it afloat, right? You're just thinking about, how do I get the next member? How do I get the next opportunity? And you're not necessarily thinking about, what do I want to accomplish next 5, 10 years? Where do I want to go deep in the future? But I think that if I had thought more about that earlier on, it would have helped me to back into my daily, weekly, hourly goals. And so inspiration I'm pulling from, particularly from this Williams-Sonoma conversation, was think about it more like a retailer who's thinking about, hey, this is our win or drop 2 years from now. They're already having to put that in motion today. Otherwise, it won't get done. So how can I be thinking about that for our business a year, 2 years, 3 years from now? What am I trying to get accomplished? And what do I need to start today to help me get there? That's your inspiration for this week. Think longer term, back into your goals, keep crushing it. Go ahead and check out the other Coffee Khalipas. If this one provided you a little bit of insight, value, make sure to check out the other ones. Sometimes they're about business, sometimes they're about family, sometimes they're about fitness, but it's just whatever's on my mind. Keep getting after it. Share this with a friend. And I hope to look forward to seeing you again next week for another episode of Coffee with Khalipa. Let's go.